Hello, welcome to our Flex Matwork. Today we're going to be using a pillow, or if you've got a magic circle, you'd be able to use a magic circle as well. So I'll give you options either way, but everyone should have a little cushion that they can use. But if you do happen to get a magic circle, you're welcome to use that as well. So we're going to start with the pillow in between the ankles. I'm going to go into a bit of a turnout position. So I'm going to get you to put the pillow widthways and just pop it in between your ankles like so. So if you've got your magic circle, you put it in widthways as well. And we're just going to go into a bit of a turnout position. So heels are in and toes are out. And we'll just take a moment to check in with the body. So just standing up tall, give the shoulders a couple of rolls. And then think about the breath. So breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. And as you breathe in, create that length through the spine. Feel like you're being pulled up by the crown of the head. And to start to find that abdominal connection. So pelvic floor's gently lifting, the navel's drawing in towards the spine. And we're just going to start off with some calf raises. So when you're ready, we're going to inhale to come up onto the toes. We're going to reach the arms out the front. And then exhale to lower it down. Good. And inhale to lift. And exhale. So if you need to adjust those feet to come in a little bit closer so you can hang on to your pillow, that's fine. And lower. And lift. And lower. Good. We're going to do 4 more. And lift. And lower. Good. Feel like you're being pulled straight up. And lower. We've got 2 more. And lift. And alright, last, I'm going to take a lift and hold. We're going to come up onto those toes. And we're just going to add a little knee bend. And then come back up. And add a little knee bend. And come back up. So we're still trying to hold the heels up off the floor. Good. Let's try 4 more of those. And 2. And 1. Good. Come on up, and then we're going to lower those heels down. Lovely. Alright, we're going to lie down on our backs. So grab your pillow or your magic circle. And we're going to pop the pillow in between the knees. So again, go with the widthways. Actually, we might go narrow. Go with the narrow pillow. If you've got the magic circle, you can pop it just above your knees. And just take those feet, so about same distance apart as the knees are with the pillow in between the knees. And just take a moment again to check in with the body. So just start focusing on those breaths. Let the collarbones open. Feel the shoulder blades just sliding into your back pockets. And we'll just start off with a little pelvic tilt. So as you exhale, just draw the navel into the spine. Just let that lower back get heavy on the mat. And then just coming back to a neutral position. Good. So just exhale, gentle pelvic tilt. And then back to neutral. Good. Exhale to tilt. And back to neutral. Let's do 1 more of those. And a little pelvic tilt. And then back to neutral. Good. Just find some length up the back of the neck. We're going to go into our pelvic curl. So we're going to squeeze our pillow or our magic circle. And we're going to exhale to tilt that pelvis. And we're going to roll the hips up into the air. Good. Take your breath in at the top. And then exhale to roll it back down. Good. And remember, if your spine doesn't like the rolling, then feel free to just lift the hips straight up with a hinge. So I'm going to exhale to roll the hips up into the air, breathing in at the top. And then exhale to roll it back down. Good. Just getting that spine moving. And exhale, tilt, roll it up. Think about feeling your knees over your toes, giving their pillow a bit of a squeeze. And rolling it back down. We're going to do 3 more. Option is to take the arms up towards the ceiling. Makes it a little bit trickier. So let's exhale to roll it up. Breathing at the top. And then exhale to roll it back down. Good. Let's try 2 more. And exhale to roll it up. Breathing in at the top. And exhale to roll it back down. Lovely. We're going to take this last one up and we're going to do some little pulses. So let's exhale to take those hips up in the air. And then I want you to squeeze your pillow or your magic circle 6 times. So we've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give me a little bit more lift. And then we're going to roll our hips all the way back down into the mat. Beautiful. Alright, we're going to grab hold of our pillow. We're just going to hold our pillow or our magic circle and lift our arms up towards the ceiling. And I'm going to bring one leg up to tabletop. And then we're going to bring the other leg up to tabletop. But we're just going to do some little toe taps. So I'm going to inhale to tap one toe to the floor. And exhale, bring it up. And then the other side. And bring it up. So it's just a little movement from the hip. Inhale to tap. And exhale, bring it up. Good, let's do 4 more. And tap. And 2. And 1. Good. Alright, option, we're going to do 6 more. So option is to do a double leg tap if you'd like to. So really draw that tummy in and then tap both feet towards the floor. And then bring it up. So you might get all the way down, you might not. Doesn't matter either way. And coming back up. Good. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Got 3 more. And 2. Remember you can stick with your single leg option. And last one. And coming on up. And let's just lower those legs. And just bring the pillow down to the chest. Lovely. Alright, we're going to go into our chest lift. I'm going to be popping the pillow or the magic circle up onto the top of the shins. So I'm going to lift the arms straight towards the ceiling. I'm going to bring the legs up 1 and 2. And as we exhale, I'm going to come up into your chest. It's going to drop the pillow off onto the side, onto the shins, sorry. And then I'm going to take the arms up to the ceiling while the head. Good, I'm going to come pick up the pillow. And take it. You can reach the arms all the way overhead if you like. And I'm going to drop our pillow off. And roll it out. And then we're going to pick our pillow up. And lower. Now if you want to add on, we're going to come and drop our pillow off. And now as you lower the head, you could take the legs out long. Bring the knees back up. And lower the head. Let's try that again. So coming up, drop the pillow off. Lower the head, reach the legs out long. Bring the knees back in. And lower back down. Let's try 1 more. And exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale to pull it back in. And lower it down. Good. And just float those feet down again and just give those hip flexors a little break. Alright, we're going to go into our spine twist. So I'm going to pop the pillow in between the knees again. And again, if you're working with the magic circle, you can pop the circle in between the thighs. So let's bring those legs back up into tabletop. And then we're just going to pop the pillow in between the knees. Finding that inner thigh connection. Arms can go out nice and wide. And as we inhale, let the knees tip towards me. And then as we exhale, pulling the knees back to center. Good. Inhale, tip away from me. Think about keeping the ribs and the shoulders stable. And exhale to come back up. Good. Inhale to tip. And exhale to center. And inhale to tip. And exhale to center. Options to add on. So let's inhale to tip. Let's extend the top leg straight out. Bend the top leg. And then come back to center. And let's go the other way. Inhale to tip. Extend the top leg. Inhale to bend it. And exhale. 1 more. If you want to do a double leg, we're going to inhale to tip. So you can extend one or both legs. And bend. And come back to center 1 more time. Inhale to tip. Extend one or both legs. Inhale to bend. And then come back to center. Lovely. And then we'll just lower the legs all the way down to the floor. Good. Alright, we're going to go into our hundreds, so you can keep the pillow in between your knees. We'll lift the legs, if you like, into tabletop, and then you've got options if you want to extend the legs, just keep them in tabletop or keep the feet on the floor. Remember, if you prefer to have your hands behind your head, that's totally fine. So we're going to take the arms up to the ceiling, and let's bring those legs up into tabletop to start with, if that's what you want to work with. And then as we exhale, we're going to come up into our chest lift. So open those collarbones, and we're breathing in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and exhale halfway through. 4, 5, and in. Now we're going to add the legs. 4, 5, and out. 5 and in. 5 and exhale. And in. And out. And in. And out. 2 more sets. And in. And out. And in. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it there. I'm going to lower the head, lower the feet, and grab your pillow and just give those legs a bit of a stretch out. Lovely. Alright, we're going to pop the pillow underneath the back of the hips. So we're just going to do a little bit more abdominal work. So just pop the pillow right underneath the back of the hips. So if you're using a magic circle, you will need a pillow for this one. So have a pillow handy. Good. And just right under the very low back. So just feeling nice and connected to the pillow and the pillow to the floor. Lovely. Alright, we're just going to bring the legs up into tabletop, 1 and 2. And then I'm going to get you to go to a turnout position. So knees apart, heels together. And we're just going to start by breathing in to press the legs out. And then draw the legs back in to that tabletop turnout. Good, we're going to reach the legs out. And we're going to bend the knees back in. So we're just frogging the knees. So the legs are going quite vertically. And then the knees are coming in just a little bit closer to the chest. Reach it out. And then frog it back in. Good. If you want to make it more challenging, you can take the legs a little bit lower. Good. And 3 more. And 2. And 1 more. Lovely. Alright, we're going to take the legs up towards the ceiling. We're going to point the toes, and we're going to open. And flex. And point. And flex. So we're going to breathe in to open. And exhale, draw it back in. Inhale to open. And exhale to bring it back in. We've got 3 more. And bring it back in. And 2. Good. 1 more time. Open. Bring it back in. Good. Frogging those knees in. And just have a little stretch. You just pull those a little bit to the chest. Let's take the front leg, the closest leg to me. Just take it out nice and long. And we'll just gently pull that other knee to the chest. Just having a bit of a hip flexor stretch. Good. Using the same arm as the leg, just pull that knee towards your armpit a little bit. Just getting a little bit of rotation through the hip. Good. And then swap over to the other arm and just pull the knee towards the opposite armpit. Good. Alright, let's swap it over. So let's bring the outer knee up and towards the chest. Take the other leg out long, just gently holding onto that knee. Good. Alright, same arm, same knee. Gently pull that knee towards the armpit. Just opening up through the hip. towards the opposite armpit. Good, and then coming back centre, lovely. We're going to pop both feet on the floor. We're just going to bring our pillow out from underneath our hips. Just pop it to the side. I'm going to do some leg circles today. We're going to do some pistol circles today. So, let's bring the leg furthest away from me up into tabletop. And then we're going to take the other leg straight up towards the ceiling. Now, if you like to go in a little bit of a turnout position here, you can. And we're just going to do 6 little circles. So we've got 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. And let's go the other way. We've got 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. And bend that leg into tabletop. And just bring the legs down, have a quick break. With those hip flexors to release. Alright, so now this time the leg furthest away is going to go up, straight up to the ceiling. And then we're going to bring the other leg up into tabletop. You can go into a bit of turnout. And we've got 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. And let's go the other way. We've got 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. And we're going to bend that leg and just bring those legs all the way to the ground. Just give the legs a bit of length, find the arm reach over the body, just give the legs a bit of a shake out. Lovely. Alright, we're going to come up into a seated position. We're going to sit on our pillows. So make your way up, take your time. And we're just going to sit on top of that pillow. So that gives us that nice little boost off the floor. Gives us a bit of height and helps us sit up nice and tall. Good. So just have the feet about hip width apart. And we're just sitting up nice and tall with the shoulders rolled. Just gently press your fingers into the floor to find a bit more length through the spine. And we're just going to start by reaching the arms out the front, out to the side, and then floating it down. Good. Out to the front, out to the side, and floating it down. Now if you want to go a bit further, you could reach the arms all the way up to the ceiling, out to the side, and all the way down. We're going to do 2 more. So just work with whatever range feels good for your shoulders. Good. Lovely. And let's do 6 the other way. So we're going to go out to the side, reach the arms forward, and down. Good. Out to the side, and forward, and down. Great. One more like this. Good. Now we're going to do 3 more. Option again is to take the arms all the way up to the ceiling, reaching it forward. Good. And out to the side, up, and forward, and down. Last one. Good. Getting some nice movement in through those shoulders. Lovely. Alright, again, just prop yourself up nice and tall. We're going to bring the arms out the front, and we're just going to open out the left arm, and then come back to centre. And then open out the right arm, and then come back to centre. This time follow your fingers with your eyes. So we're going to open out, and come back to centre, and we're going to open out, and come back to centre. Let's add a bit more rotation this time. So we're going to follow that finger, we're going to open that spine and rotate, and then come back to centre, and again we're going to rotate, and back to centre. We'll do 1 more each way, and open. Add that rotation, and come back to centre. Last one, and open, rotate, and come back to centre. Lovely. Alright, from there we're going to cross our legs as best as we can. So whether you can just kind of get the cross-legged position, that's great. We're just going to do a little bit of a side reach. So just pop that left hand on the floor, we're going to take the right arm up to the ceiling, and we're just going to try and find some length through the body. So imagine you're being pulled up towards the ceiling. Good. And come back through, and let's take that left arm up, right hand down, and again, find length. Try and push that sit bone down into the pillow. We're not lifting the hips. And come back up. Let's do that one more time each way. So we're going to reach the arm up. And again, just finding length through the body, a little bit of a side lean. And come back through, and the other side, lift. And coming back through, lovely. I'm going to stay on our pillow, we're going to do our roll backs here. So feet coming forward, maybe if your hip flexors become quite grippy, you're welcome to take the knees off to the side. Otherwise, the feet are in a parallel position. Arms are reaching out the front. If you've got your magic circle, you could perhaps hold onto your circle at the same time. And as we exhale, I'm just going to tilt the pelvis and just roll off the back of the hips. So not rolling all the way off the back of the pillow, take a breath in. And then exhale. We're going to roll our way back up. Good. And again, let's exhale, tilt that pelvis and roll it back. Good. Take a breath in. And exhale to come back up. We've got 2 more. And exhale to roll it back. Take a breath in. And exhale to come on up. Lovely. We've got 1 more. And exhale to roll back. Now we're going to take this one back and hold. And we're just going to do 6 little stingers. So we're just going to come up a little bit. So I've got 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Take it back so you can go back a fraction further. And then as we exhale, we're rolling all the way up. Good. Just give those legs a little bit of length. Lovely. Alright, I'm going to go into our side line work. So we're just going to pull the pillow out from underneath. Now, if you've got your magic circle, you could pop the magic circle in between your ankles. Otherwise, we're just going to pop the big pillow in narrow ways. So up to you which one you want to work with. And just take a moment to find some length through the body. So the back of the shoulders and the back of the hips are in line with the back of the mat. And we want to really find that length through the top leg in particular. Give the feet a bit of a flex. Now, hand can be on the floor, hand can be on the hip, hand can be up to the ceiling. And as we exhale, we're just going to lift both legs up off the floor. And then lower back down. Good. And exhale to lift. And lower back down. Good. And lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. Great. We've got 4 more. And lift. And lower. And 3. And lower. And 2. And lower. Alright, last one. Let's find that lift through both legs. And we're just going to give our circle or our pillow a squeeze 6 times. So we've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower it down. We'll just have a quick break. We're going to do a little bit more balance work here. So I'm going to take that arm up to the ceiling. And I'm going to see if I'm going to lift both legs back up into the air. I'm going to reach the arm forward. And then up overhead. And back to the ceiling. And forward. And up overhead. And back to the ceiling. We've got 2 more. And forward. Overhead. And back to the ceiling. Last circle. Coming forward. Up overhead. Up to the ceiling. Now let's just reach your hand towards me, not touching the floor, holding on for 3, 2, 1. Let's lift that arm back up, squeeze your pillow or your circle, and float it on down. Lovely. Alright, I'm going to grab our pillow, just pop it on the floor out front. You're going to pop your top knee on top of that pillow. Good. Alright, so just popping our knee up, bottom leg is lifted. We're going to Let's start with the flex foot, so put your toes towards your kneecaps. I'm just going to lift that bottom leg and lower. And lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. Good. Try and keep the waist lifted. Lovely. We've got 4 more. And 3. And 2. Alright, last one. We're going to take that leg up and hold. Now we're going to point the toes and we're just going to do 6 little circles in each direction. Try and keep that pelvis as stable as possible. Good. And 6 the other way. Working into that inner thigh. Last one. And lower it back down. Ooh, lovely. Alright, we're going to pop the pillow out the way. We're going to swap the legs over. We're going to bring the bottom knee underneath and we're going to lengthen the top leg out nice and long. So this time we're going to go top leg, we're going to internal rotation. So we're just going to let the toes angle downwards and we're going to sweep that leg forward, a small lift, lower and sweep it back. And forward, small lift, lower and sweep it back. Good, forward and lift, lower and sweep it back. We've got 2 more. Forward and lift, lower and sweep it back. Good, last one. Forward, lift. Now let's hold the lift. We're going to drop that toe 12 times. Let's catch that leg. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweep that leg back and bend that knee. Lovely. Give that bottom a little rub. Really nice. Alright, we're going to do our chest opener. So arms can come out the front. You can pop the pillow under your head if you like. That might be a nice option. Good. So just finding some length through both arms. Knees are tucked up. And I'm just going to breathe into lift. And then exhale, roll onto that back shoulder. Good. Take a breath in there. And then use that exhale breath to come all the way back through. Good. And again, I'm going to inhale to lift. And exhale to roll it back. Take a breath in. And then exhale to come back through. Lovely. Let's try that one more time. Inhale to lift. And exhale to roll it back. Let's hold the stretch. If you want a bit more stretch in the hip, you could take your top leg out. Try and relax it down towards the floor. Feeling that stretch into the bottom. Good. Let's bend that top knee. And then use that exhale breath to come all the way back through. Lovely. Alright, we're going to come up and we are going to have a little bit of a teaser break today. So what I thought we might try is popping the pillow on the front of the shins. So if you are going to do that, it means you will have to do double leg lifts. You won't be able to do single leg lifts. So the hands are going to go behind the thighs. If you don't want to use the pillow, that's totally fine. So create some lift and length in that upper back. And we're just going to tilt the pelvis, just start to roll off the sit bones. And I'm going to see if we can just float those feet off the floor. And then from there, we're just going to lift both feet up and lower down. So remember, if you're not using a pillow, you can do single leg lifts. And lower. And lift. And I'll be feeling like you want a little bit more challenge. You could take the hands away and reach the arms out towards me. I'm going to do 3 more. And 2. And last one. Good. Holding on now. If you want to go a step further, you could lengthen the legs all the way out. You've got 3, 2, 1. Bend those knees. Bring the hands in and come all the way down. Lovely. Alright, let's come on over to the other side. So again, we're going to start with the pillow in between the ankles, or magic circle for this one. And just take a moment to get yourself lined up. So back of the hips, back of the shoulders, up the back of the mat. And just finding that length through the body. Stacking those hips on top of each other. Bottom hand, choose your position. Let's find some length through both legs. And I'm going to exhale to lift both legs. And then lower. And lift. And lower. Good. And lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. We've got 3 more. And lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. Alright, last I'm going to take it up and hold. And I'm going to squeeze our pillow or our magic circle 6 times. So I've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower it down. Ooh, good. Alright, we are all going to take our arms up to the ceiling. So stick with your pillow or your magic circle. And I'm going to lift the legs up off the floor. And I'm going to sweep, bring the arm forward. And then bring it up overhead. And back to the ceiling. So just doing some arm circles. So forward, up and around, and back overhead. You've got 2 more. Forward, and reach. And last circle. Good. Alright, I just want you to reach the arm once more towards me. Not all the way to the floor, just holding it there for 3, 2, 1. The arm goes back up. And the legs can come down. Nice. Alright, so I'm going to grab our pillow, pop it on the floor, and I'm going to bring our top knee onto our pillow. So working the inner thigh and the bottom leg. So find some length in that bottom leg. Flex the foot, so pull your toes up towards your kneecaps. And I'm going to exhale to lift that bottom leg. And lower it down. So try and keep that waist lifted. So the pelvis is staying nice and stable. And we're reaching length out through that heel. Good, we've got 4 more. And 2. And last one, let's take it up and hold. We're going to point the toe and we've got 6 little circles. 5 and 6, and let's go the other way. 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and lower it down. Beautiful. Alright, let's just pop that pillow out the way. I'm going to bring that bottom knee underneath and the top leg is long. Good. And just take a moment to feel like those hips are stacked on top of each other. I'm going to turn the leg in so that the toe drops down. And I'm going to sweep that leg forward and a small lift, lower and sweep it back. And forward and lift, lower and sweep it back. Good, forward and lift, lower and sweep it back. We've got 2 more. Forward and lift, lower and sweep it back. Last one. Forward and lift. Now the toes dropped. And I'm going to catch it for 12, 11, 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweep that leg back. And bend that knee. Good. Give that bottom a little rub. Great. Again, you might like to pop your pillow underneath your head for our chest opener. So arms are reaching out long. And we're going to inhale to lift that top arm. And then exhale to roll over to that back shoulder. Take a breath in there. And then exhale to come all the way back through. Good. Inhale to lift. And exhale to roll. And exhale to come back through. We've got 1 more. And inhale to lift. And exhale, roll. Open up that chest. If you'd like to take that top leg out, you could. Try to let that leg sit heavy on the floor. I'm going to bend that top knee. And I'm going to exhale onto our tummy. So in between your heels really. So we're going to go into a bit of a turn-out position. So the heels are together, the toes and the knees are slightly apart. And you're welcome to come all the way down, pop your forehead on your hands. I'm going to just stay up a little bit so you can hear what I'm saying. And I just want you to think about drawing the tummy up and away from the floor. We're going to squeeze gently into our pillow. And as we exhale, we're going to see if we can float both legs up off the floor. And then back down. So I want to feel like our feet are pressing up towards the ceiling. And roll back down. And exhale to lift. And lower. And exhale to lift. And lower. Good. So we're working into those hamstrings and into the bottom of the bottom. And lower. Good. And lift. And lower. We've got two more. And lift. And lower. Good. And last one. Let's find that lift. And we're just going to squeeze our pillow 6 times. So that's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower those legs. Let's just take the legs out nice and long. Now we're going to hang on to that pillow, so we're just gently going to be squeezing the pillow between our ankles. And we're going to go into our diamond press. So just make a diamond shape with the hands and just let your forehead come all the way down onto the floor. Think about really opening up the collarbones, being nice and broad to the upper back. And as we exhale, we're just going to press the floor away. Find some length into the upper back. And then lowering it back down. Good. And exhale. So try not to pull any tension into the legs. And then lowering it back down. Good. And exhale to reach. Lowering it back down. We'll do 3 more. And exhale to reach. And lowering back down. And exhale. Lovely. One more time. And exhale to reach it up. Drop the shoulder blades. And then coming all the way down. Lovely. Just rest your forehead on your hands. Let go of the pillow. Bend your knees. And just give those legs a little side to side. Good. Alright, we're going to come up into our rest position. So hands go down in by the armpits. I'm going to push it on up. And I'm going to sit back into those heels. So you're going to have the knees together. Or as always, you can take the knees apart. Our plank position. If it's no good coming up onto your feet, then just stay down on your knees and let the hips drop forward. So if you want to try the plank on the knees, you can just drop the hips forward, like so. Otherwise, we're going to try and come all the way up into those feet. But let's just start with our cat and cow. So let's tilt the pelvis around, the spine out, create that strong C curve. And then come back to neutral and lift that up chest. Good. And again, round it out. Wind up that pubic bone. Good. Come back to neutral and lift and reach. Let's try that one more time. Round it out. And then come back and lift. Good. And then just coming back into a neutral position. So find that nice long spine. You're pressing those hands into the floor. And as we exhale, we'll just take one foot out behind, tuck the toes into the floor. And then exhale and see if we can pull the other leg up. We're just going to hold it here for 3 breath cycles. One more breath. Good. We're going to bring the first leg down. And then bring the second leg down. Good. Just give those wrists a quick release. We're going to try that one more time. So reset. So let's start with the opposite leg this time. I'm going to take it out the back and then bring the other arm out the back, another leg out the back, sorry, and we've got 3 breath cycles. Try and keep those hips nice and flat. Good, and bring that first leg in, and then bring the second leg in. Lovely, just sit back onto those heels again, and just have a rest. Great. Alright, well that's our session for today. Thanks for joining me. Remember, if you want to add the 15-minute strength onto your class, you're welcome to add that on now. So with the hand weights, that goes for about 15 minutes. So you can add that onto any of the mat work components. And we'll see you next time.